What's up? I'm going to try to talk louder on this one because Bowman was complaining about the volume last time. So, welcome, gentlemen, to Fireside Chat Part 2. Last time I was too sober, so I had a vodka tonic, and now I'm having some whiskey on the rocks, so I'm going to be hopefully far more eloquent this time because I've been drinking. So that's good news. Shout out, first of all, to Michigan State for threatening to fuck up my bracket just royally. I'm recording as the game is going on, and that's part of the reason I'm drinking. All right. The only pool I bothered to pay to play in, I have them winning. So if Michigan State loses, I'm fucked. So there's that. Also, shout out to Pablo Sandoval, who's been picked up by Panda Love. I'm sure he'll be just an all-star addition to your team. He's all right. He's kind of fat, but he's probably fine. All right. So I'm going to go through a couple more teams for you and give you my personal review on them as part of this early preseason sort of state of the league kind of thing. One team that I would like to talk about, and I think this is important, and we all need to be aware of it, is perennial second place finisher Kevin Dinan. Is showing perhaps some disturbing trends, honestly, in his team. I want you to go ahead, take a second, open up the league, take a look at Kevin's team. Tell me what you find. See if you can figure it out. I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to give you a hint. I'm just going to tell you, Kevin, this might be news to you, loves Hispanic people. It's true. Look at his team. I feel like he drafted based on how many accent marks were in the person's name. All right? Miguel Cabrera, Jose Altuve, Adrian Beltre, Robinson Cano, Gregory Polanco. All right. So many accent marks. Hector Rodon. I don't even know how you say his last name. Hector Rodon. I don't know. But there's just so many. I can't even look at the rest of the team because I keep seeing more accent marks. Yeah, I mean the team is fine. It's almost not worth reviewing because we know he's going to finish in second place. You know what I mean? So, but just for shits, Buster Posey is fine. Named after Dickinson All-Star James Posey. A respectable catcher. Will serve you well. Miguel Cabrera, Jose Altuve, Adrian Beltre. We already talked about them. This is Kevin's love for Hispanic people coming out. Brandon Crawford. I feel like he's been on my team in the past and he's just sucked. So, Kevin, I wish you better luck than I've had. Kyle Seager. Don't know who he is. Robinson Cano. What's his deal? I don't understand him. I thought he was a legend, but as far as I can tell, he actually kind of sucks. Someone explain Robinson Cano to me because I don't understand him. Justin Upton, okay, fine. Hayward, Polanco, Adam Eaton. It's fine. It's like a second place team, If I were to draw up a second place team, it would look a lot like this. Jose Quintana, there's another accent mark in the team. Jaime Garcia has an accent mark. So they're everywhere. It's like every other player has one. If you averaged it out, because some of them have two, like Hector Rodon, it's like everyone has an accent mark. So many. I feel like there's a word for it. Like I'm saying accent mark, but that's not actually what it's called. Someone's got to help me out. I don't know actually what they are. I suppose I could have looked that up, but I'm not going to. Proportionally, though, Kevin, Hispanic players are well represented, and that's good. You know, that's a sign that affirmative action is working. So, good job to Kevin. Second place team extraordinaire. I don't even remember what the other team I was going to do was. So I'm just going to pick one. Let's do third term Bill. This is one of my favorite team names other than mine, which, side note, this is an important question. If a team name is based on a player, such as mine, Solar Eclipse, if Soler like gets hurt partway through the year or something, or if it turns out he sucks or whatever, and I end up dropping him, is it proper etiquette to change my team name, or do I keep it? I'm not sure. So, question for the league is what's proper etiquette on names of teams that are based on names of players? Because I'm seeing, you know, you get notifications when like a player sucks and everyone's dropping him. And it's like, oh, you're an idiot. You have this person on your team. I'm getting those for Soler. And I'm like, shit, but I came up with a really good name. So I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do. So I'm crowdsourcing my my decision here. All right. Oh my God. I don't know anyone on this team. Holy shit. What, did you draft all pitchers or something? All right, I've heard of some of the pitchers. Dude, like, Bowman, did you just, like, give up in the first 3 rounds of the draft? Like, what the fuck? Okay. I don't know who your catcher is. Your catcher is going to be bad. Paul Goldschmidt. Legitimately don't know who that is. I see that their ranking is really good, so I feel like I should know who that is. Never heard. I didn't even know people named Paul played baseball. Carpenter, I guess I've heard of. Orlando, nope. Corsier, Edwin Encarnacion, look out. There's like one of the little marks. Kevin's probably going to try to take him away from you at some point. Yeah, seriously, reading down here, the first person I've heard of, just going down the list, is Ben Revere. So, there you go. Well, I mean Encarnacion, but like, so you have Ben Revere, and you have Hunter Pence. Look at that. Gotta love those ex-Phillies, right? No current Phillies, though. Oh, you have Aaron Nola. Okay. So you do have a current Philly. Let's see. Chris Sale, Garrett Cole, Yu Darvish. I thought Yu Darvish was old. Maybe he's not. All right. It's acceptable. I don't know. I'm losing track of who I've assigned to which position, so I'm just going to say that Bowen's team is bottom half. I don't know who else I've assigned to a particular spot. Yeah. So the teams are looking okay. I mean, Bowman's isn't, but the other teams are fine. So now on to something that's perhaps more pertinent to what's going on in the actual sports world right now, and that is March Madness. Now, I only have one bracket that's actually any good right now. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned because Michigan State, as far as I know, is losing. I haven't been watching for the last 10 minutes. So I might have nothing to care about. Not that I care particularly about college basketball anyway, but if I listen to Mike and Mike in the morning for 20 minutes every day, I should be an expert on sports. Like, that's expected. You know what I mean? So if I end up losing, despite giving up my NPR for Mike and Mike, I'm going to be upset because I could be becoming more cultured, better informed, um, more in tune with the world of like folk music, and more in tune with the world of little bit pieces on like helping basket weavers in Caribbean islands with like their tax forms or something, like whatever story NPR is running that day. I'm missing that because I'm trying to be an expert in sports with my 20 minutes of Mike and Mike every day. And honestly, I'm worried that it's failing me. All right. I didn't know who that first baseman was on Bowman's team. I don't know anything about college basketball. So I'm thinking about writing a letter to them because, truth be told, it's frustrating that my efforts to be the next sports guru genius are being thwarted. So I'm not thrilled with that. I'm confident that I know way more about sports than any of you, thus your decision to make me commissioner. But it's troubling, that these unforeseen things like Michigan State losing are going to lead to the perception that I'm not an expert in sports. And that's what really gets to me. So that is the current state of the league. And I look forward to checking in again next week with a couple more teams and hopefully good news about my dominance in March Madness. So have a fantastic week. Best of luck to all.